sure what that meant. What was that? Well, they asked me something about the chat. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Okay, cool. Okay, so the chat's going to appear down below, I think. Hey, guys, made it to the orchard. Just figured I'd do a quick live video, let y'all guys know. Yeah, it was a good drive out. I like nighttime schedules, especially nighttime adventures. There are less people out and stuff, and kind of reminds me of back in the boat days. There are lots of times there are reasons the boat will leave like late at night, you know, or super early in the morning. It's dark anyway. So yeah. Hey guys, I see you jumping in. Frontier, Karen, Carol, Lana, Dusk, Emery, Dawn, Richard, Jolene, Leanne, Neva, Val, Solar Marshall, Pam. Hey guys, LD, good to see y'all guys. Hope you're doing well out there. So yeah, I just made it back to the orchard here about maybe 20 minutes ago. I've got a lot of stuff to do. I didn't worry about going up and seeing the bosses because when it's late like this, they're like mellowing out and getting ready for bed. So I'll see them in the morning right before I leave. I'm trying to get everything set up now. I need to make a drag sled. I need to go through all my stuff, find out exactly what I'm taking and what I'm not taking. I've got my water jugs here, so I need to gather up my water and then get to bed as soon as I can. I don't know. I'm not very tired. I've been on this nighttime schedule doing like Music Madness and stuff. So I don't know. I might lay down, and if I only sleep for like 4 hours, I might go ahead and get up and push on anyway. Like I said, I like night adventures. We haven't done a night adventure in a long time, and I think that I have enough light that it could justify a night adventure, or at least the beginning of it, you know, because the sun will come up at some point. It's good to see y'all guys. Frontier just sent a comment on your other video. Have a safe trip up to Chapaca. Keep your socks on. Ha 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 ha. Right on, Chris. Hoorah. Seal Matt. Hey Matt. Hey Joan. Crystal says, great that you made it safely, Matt. Hey Sandy. Sandy says, have a safe trip. Have fun. Bettina. Hi everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Bettina. Hey Emery. Have a great time, says Carol. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Lena. Hi, Vicky. Jenny. Rick Howell. Hey, everybody. Yeah, no, it was a good ride out. Hardly anybody out on the road. Ronnie, there you are. Hey, Ronnie. Are you? No, not at all. I was even trying to send you a message before I left, but I couldn't find you. I don't know. My phone might have been messing up or something, which is just par for my course, right? Dennis says, hey, Matt. Hey, Dennis. Karen. Hi, Karen. Sandy's laughing. Michael McDonald says, hey, Matt, be careful on your trip. Kat, hey, Kat. Karen, back in your element. Yes, right? Totally. Sandra, hey, Sandra, good to see you. Yeah, guys, really good trip so far. Like I said, back in the house, it kind of has that, you know, when a house sits kind of smell, you know, so I've got the doors and the windows open, letting it air out. I've got to figure out what to do for dinner. I brought pre-made patties with me, hamburger patties. I've got some cans of soup. I brought my eggs and my sausage back with me, so I might take advantage of the burner here, make sausage and eggs, you know, breakfast for dinner. What's wrong with my light? Hang on. Oh, I just unplugged. 1 second, guys. It's like Chevy Chase Christmas out here. Give me 1 second, guys. Hang on. All right, it'll probably help if I just trace the right wire. There we go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's the way it goes, right, guys? Yeah. Just gonna keep y'all guys with me for a few minutes if you don't mind, you know? Figured we could hang out. Kind of missed the guys already. We were like fooling around and stuff before I left. Everybody's laughing and joking and talking about YouTube and videos and how cool it is and all this stuff. And I go pulling on out. Here I am. Yeah, it's really neat. I can hardly wait to get to see the orchard in the morning. I'm thinking about here in a minute. I'm sorry, guys, I can't read your comments right now. Give me just a second. I'll be back over there. Here in a minute, I might go ahead. Boy, that water is so cold. Walk up to the shelter I was building up there. I need to get some better poles for the drag sled, the travois. Hang on, over here, guys. Let's turn that heater. Let's turn that heater up and we'll get those doors closed. Windows and door. What was I saying? Oh, right, drag sled. Need to get the drag sled made, but I want to go up and see if I can get some thinner poles so it's not quite so heavy. I'm going to try and make this video, this adventure kind of about like survival strategy, you know, in the event that anything happens, you know, apocalyptic kind of circumstances and stuff. Okay. No, it's good to see y'all guys. Tracy R. Hey, Tracy. Says, hi, Matt. So nice to see you. Good to see you, Tracy. Absolutely. I guys feel a little far away. Those words are so small. Matt, really looking forward to your trip up the mountain. Cool. I think you're wonderful. Keep up. Okay, thank you. Keep up the good work. Where'd you go? Good to see your truck being fixed. Thank you. Yes, right? Terry says, hello and awesome greetings from West Virginia. Hey, West Virginia. Let's see. Val, it's always great to see you. Cool, Val. Thank you. Solar Marshall. Maddie Jackson in the house. Joan. Richard Brown. Hit the like button. Thanks for supporting. Hoorah. Tracy R. Hey, Tracy. Kathy. Everybody's saying hi. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Sonoma. Hey, Sonoma. Jan Hinkle. Hey, Jan. My stuff. That's a cool name. Hey, my stuff. What's this? I got somebody messaging me up here. Yep, cool. So AE, good to see you. AE says, hey, Matt in chat, not sure if you saw my comment on your live the other day, but Mom and I got the farmhouse, guys. Nice. Thank you so much for your prayers, Matt, crew, and chat. Hoorah! Good job. That is so exciting. I am so happy for you. Kat saying hey to Jan. Solar is there's nothing like having a good friend you can trust. Hang on, where'd you go? And are tight with. It seems that Tom and Michael are great guys. They really are. And that's like very, very true words, you know. Comes hard for me to trust. Honestly, just from my past experiences and stuff, it is nice to have a couple guys in my life that like, you know, I can trust. We've made a team, you know, the three of us, we've all kind of been through a lot of similar stuff, you know, and it's hard to find those people in life that they won't, you know, they won't mess us around. They won't steal from us, lie about us, you know, leave us hanging when we need them. Because I think, like the team, we all know how that feels. So we wouldn't do it to somebody else that trusts us, you know? And so it makes for kind of a nice, tight-knit crew, kind of, you know? Ronnie, are you still going? Send me messages. Yes, Ronnie, I was looking for you before I left the shop down here. I could not find you. I think it might have been an IG thing or something. Definitely still gonna message you, Ronnie. You're important, my friend. Hoorah. Solar, you guys will make a lot of good money together, guys. Thanks, Solar. It's the money's nice, right? I mean, the money will be nice, but for us, it's really mostly about just putting out a message of like good intent and like right-mindedness, kind of. You know, it's hard to describe. We want to set up like a fund and stuff, you know, so that we can send somebody to like Betty Ford or something like once a year. For us, the money's a means to an end. I mean, it's nice to be able to pay a paycheck or pay bills with a paycheck and stuff, you know, but really it's not really about that. It's more about just the ability to do this, you know, and survive while doing it. Hey, Britta's in the house. Hi, Britta. Hey, good morning to you, my friend. Kathy says, hello, Matt. It's good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you had a safe trip. Hope you have a wonderful time while you're there. God bless you, my friend. Much love. Thank you, Kathy. I'm right back at you. Kat saying hey to Britta. Oh, I'm sorry, Ronnie. You are. Things just get busy, my friend. And I'm sorry I didn't see you in the last live. You're important. You are. Solar, you are really into something, brother. Thank you. I really think so. This whole adventure has become filled with this feeling of forward motion, growth, self-knowledge, hope, of a beautiful adventure in front of us. You know, something that I mean, I know we're not going to change the world, right? But we can make the world a little bit better, I think, by sharing the fact that the world isn't that bad. I mean, the world is what we make it, really, I think, you know? And sure, large amounts of people, it seems like, are making it kind of bad, you know? But our mission is to show that it's not all like that, and that community and neighborliness and caring, you know, it still exists out here. That's what's cool about being able to show other people's lives too, you know? That show the struggle and show the beauty in the struggle, I guess, if that makes sense. Val, I don't understand. SCW saying hey to Kat. Solar, getting sober is so hard. It is, my friend. It does get easier. In the beginning, it can be really hard for a bunch of different reasons. Like for me, it was a bunch of life reasons, triggering things that would happen, negative feelings about myself. I had trusted the wrong people, you know, I was in the wrong environments, and that would make me unhappy. That would make me want to drink. Pain also was a big trigger for me. And then anybody in early sobriety, after we've abused a substance for long enough, it starts to build up these things called THIQs that are in our brain. And they come from the drugs and the alcohol. They replace the natural endorphins in our brain, the dopamine and the neurotransmitters and stuff. So when we're full of these THIQs during our addiction, they build up. And our natural process part of our brain that makes the natural endorphins and dopamines and stuff shuts down because there's too much. It looks just like the natural stuff in our brain. So it identifies it, whoa, there's way too much of this stuff, and it shuts down. So then when we're drinking and stuff, it's like we're still full of these THIQs. But after we stop drinking, it takes a while for them to burn out. And then once they burn out, it takes a long time for the natural part of our brain that makes the good brain chemicals to reactivate and notice, oh man, there's not enough of this stuff in here. We better do this, right? Let's turn on and get these endorphins, this dopamine and everything back into the brain at the right levels and all. So all of those factors can contribute to making early sobriety really, really feel bad and really difficult at the same time. As we work on ourselves and the issues why we want to drink and drug, then we give it time for the natural brain chemicals to be turned back on. It will get easier. But no, it is really hard at first. It is. Sometimes it's one day at a time. Sometimes it's 1 minute at a time. I did find for me in early recovery, the really triggering days, if I could just get through them, like white knuckle through them, the next day would be better. There were times when it was day after day. If we get through to the other side, it gets better, my friend. I promise. Oh, right on, Kat. Kat says, Ronnie Hawkwater, the chat would not be the same without you. Right on. Hoorah. I am Glitz. Oh, I'm sorry. Jan says, are we still going to have Music Madness? Yes, we are still having Music Madness, Jan. Maybe not this weekend, but as soon as I get back to the shop, I'm going to be out for like maybe 3 or 4 days. I left my computer at the shop so that the guys can still upload their videos and maybe do live videos and stuff while I'm gone. So once I get to the Legends, I'll be able to use this phone to get on with y'all guys. I'll be able to like check in with you at least once while I'm gone. Then when I get back, we'll start right back up where we always were. You know, I've got the request board is on there. We've got a lot of new friends who have asked for songs, a lot of old friends who have songs coming. It's going to be a blast, like always. Mandy Doyle said, oh, you're talking to AE? Cool, very cool. Cat's talking to SCW. Guthard Doug said, hey, Doug, says, I can't believe I am part of your live event. This is awesome. You've really helped me. Hoorah, Doug. I'm so glad, my friend. I'm so glad you could make it too. You really helped me. Your support, your encouragement, your friendship. Yeah, hoorah. It's good to see you. Jan saying, hey to Brittle. Yamini. Hey, Yamini. Yamini says, I'm late, but I'm here. So nice to see you live tonight. Thank you, Yamini. I was hoping that this was going to work. That's part of the reason it took me so long to get here. I was trying to make sure I had everything hooked up so I could get here. I even downloaded a couple extra apps. I'm thinking tomorrow I might be able to record a little bit with the phone on my way up to the Legends. And then I have an editor app that'll let me put the videos together. I mean, I can't edit it and stuff really, but I can at least put them together and try and tell some kind of story of the adventure up. That way y'all guys will kind of be living in the moment, you know, which is another thing that is really cool about the team that we've developed is that with all of us working together, it's something really fun to do, right? It does make a difference. I like to feel it makes a difference. And also it has the ability to keep us in the moment kind of. So it's not taking me weeks or months to put out videos. Y'all are here with us practically in real time, you know? Plus, as most of y'all guys know, I'm really, really into like turning the raw nitty gritty, real, like what has happened in real life into a beautiful story, something that translates and kind of skews cinema, you know? So I'm hoping as we all develop together, because we've only been doing this a month, Michael, Tom, and I, right? As we all develop together and stuff, this is going to turn into something really, really cool. And like I keep telling you, we've got more friends that are going to be joining us. We've got a lot of cool plans for the future, a lot of rebuilds, a lot of weld jobs, a lot of cool experiment ideas. We also want to focus a lot on like the survival thing as well, because all three of us in our own ways have this kind of mindset of being ready for anything. And so like, and also being able to make do with what we have. You know, I don't want to tell you too much about what's coming up, but it's going to be really, really cool. I know I'm so long-winded though, aren't I? Right? SCW, oh, you're talking to Kat. Kathy, saying hello to Kat. Kat's giving thumbs up to everybody. This the neatest thing is this little community here. Y'all guys, you're just so special. Jackie, it's been a minute. Hi, everyone. Hey, Jackie, it has been a couple minutes, huh? I'm glad you could make it tonight. I'm back here in the cabin at the orchard. Just having fun and getting ready for another mountain adventure. It's been a few months coming, you know? Britta says, Matt, I wish you a great time on the mountain. Enjoy it. I sure will, Britta. Thank you so much. It's going to be a blast, I think. I don't know what to expect with the weather, so I'm kind of trying to prepare for anything. I kind of fear that if I prepare too much, then I'm going to get up there and it's going to be somewhat temperate, right? If I don't prepare at all, it's going to be a frozen wasteland. However, there's one thing I know about Chapaca Mountain. It is hardly ever a temperate climate. So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I have everything I need. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's just going to be a lot of fun. M. Glitz says, hey, Matt, it's Melody. Wondering why you cut all your beautiful curls off. Oh, I just like my hair like this nowadays. It's the new me. The long curly hair and everything was the old me. And I just kind of like the representation, my own feeling, you know, and it's a lot easier to take care of too. Plus, I think now that my hair's gone white, rather than looking like, I don't know, a rock star, so I'd probably look more like Doc Brown if I grew it out like it used to be. You know, it's like all this white hair just sticking. I don't think it would be an attractive look anymore. Honestly, I think I've grown out of it. I know how to do it one of these days just to see how Doc Brown it is. I'm like, the flux capacitor. Thank you, though. Oh, we got SCW saying hey to Jackie. Jan saying hello to Jackie. Britta to Jan. Y'all are all so cool. Flying Brain says, Matt, hoorah. Hope all is well, brother. Thank you, Brain. Hoorah back to you. All is well here, and I hope the same for you, my friend. Ronnie says, thanks, Kat. Hoorah. Live now. Keith says, live now, question mark. Yep. Well, I've got a signal here in the farmer's cabin, or the picker's cabin. So I figured I'd just go ahead and jump on here and catch y'all guys up. I can't stay for long. I have a lot of stuff I need to get to do before I get to bed. And then I want to get out of here as early in the morning as I possibly can. So yeah, just wanted to catch y'all guys up and say, hey, I made it. Mark T, Washington in the house. Hoorah, bro. Solar says, I had a drinking problem so many years, and I kicked the drinking problem by leaving the area and leaving friends behind. I got you, Solar. That is so important to so many of us that actually do it successfully. They say we have to change people, places, and things. Now, sometimes there are circumstances that we can't change, and there are tools that, you know, like I learned and stuff, and that they teach in recovery to help us deal with that. However, sometimes, like in my case, I had to change everything. And it's a beautiful adventure. Life changes 1,000%, you know, and it becomes, I guess, just a different adventure. But it does make it easier not to have people around us who are still doing the same stuff we were doing before. It makes it so much harder. Places can be very triggering. They were very triggering for me, you know, the routines of how I used to do things. I try and do things differently now, you know, like when I get up and stuff, I try to make my bed. I have little like cleaning routines that are different. I don't let myself get into the mental spirals anymore and stuff. Cat saying hey to Flying Brain. Maddie Jack says, Maddie Jack, being able to look forward to something positive is a great feeling, and I highly recommend it. You can do it. Hoorah, Maddie Jack, right? I feel that just a positive outlook in the world can really change a lot of stuff. I always like to think that, like, if I'm positive and happy, even if stuff is going on, then when I have interactions with people or with the world, right? Like, say I need to do something. So while I'm doing that thing, I'm positive about it. I'm not all rattled inside. So I'm not messing up as much. I'm not as concentrated on it. I'm allowing it to just freely go, you know, and then boom, I'm done. Whereas if I'm rattled, I might be, oh, why won't this thing work, you know? And then with people, if I have a positive attitude, when I ask somebody for something or talk to somebody about something or something like that, my attitude causes them to receive what I'm saying a lot better, right? So I can just have a much better interaction with the world and the people in it with a positive attitude, you know, just manners and stuff like that. It's why I like being out here on the internet like this. I found a way to live in life where it's not easy, you know, it isn't as hard as it used to be. And I like to spread a smile, right? I can get on here and be like, guys, you know what? Today is going to be great. Might have some difficulties, but you're killing it. You know you are. You're the champion, right? And I know when I turn on my Instagram and somebody pops in and they say something like that, it's infectious. It's infectious positivity, really, you know? I think that there's enough infectious negativity in the world that I just wouldn't want to be one of the people that add to that. Yeah. Jackie saying, hey to SCW. Jan says, I love this popcorn. Nice. Are you having popcorn? Stop it. You're making me hungry, Jan. Dang, I'm starving. I don't know what the heck it is. Whenever I travel, I get hungry. It's a curse, right? Flying Brain saying, hey to Cat. Solar. Wow, never heard of THIQs. Thanks, man. I'm going to look this up. Hoorah. Yeah, it really, really helped me a lot to realize that what I was going through wasn't just psychological, that there were actually physical things happening. And when physical things happen, they can finally finish. You know, like sometimes I think of a cup, like a glass, and pouring water into it really, really slow. No matter how slowly I pour the water in there, eventually it will fill up. And that's how a lot of the problems we have with our body and our mind when we're in early recovery, they're a lot like that. Like lots of us, I know I was guilty of it when I was drinking and drugging. I sure as heck wasn't eating right, you know? So even malnourishment to the small degree can affect our bodies and stuff. That's a funny story. I did this in 2 rehabs. I've been to 3. We don't really count the 4th because that didn't last long. In the same 2, because I went to 1 twice. I know this is highly confusing. They told me the same thing. I was like, man, you know, I'm loving the food here and everything, but it doesn't seem that healthy, right? I'm like, what's the story with that? I mean, it's all just good food, right? As long as you exercise and work out. And the nutritionalists explained to me, yeah, basically, if you work out really hard and a lot and you're very active, a person can get away with pretty much any diet. The reason that they had this diet is because we addicts and alcoholics are so depleted by the time that we get to rehab that we need everything we can get. And so it's like greasy foods and like, you know, eggs and milk and all this stuff. So I just thought that was really interesting how a program like that address the problem is like this, but it's made up of all these little problems inside of there. And that's another thing I enjoy about doing this with y'all guys is I'm able to kind of address those things. You know, I'm loving the shorts. I'm trying to find ways to get the like basic knowledge of recovery and like self improvement, I guess, right, across quickly in like 60 seconds and put it with something motivating. And it's a challenge. It is really, really hard to do. Y'all guys know, though, that I like a challenge. So I've kind of become a little cross-addicted to it, right? Because I have an addictive personality. If I like something, I want to keep doing it. And that's okay as long as I realize that about myself and I limit what I'm doing, kind of, you know, if that makes sense. These are my feelings. Mineral Boy. Hey, Mineral Boy. Hello, Matt. Actually, your name reminds me of like a superhero out in a comic book or something. Honestly, it's really cool. Hello, Matt. You ever see any large footprints around the cabin? Be safe up there. Actually, Mineral, yeah, I've stuff that I can't identify, right? Like I couldn't make out a Bigfoot track or something, though I've seen weird tracks and normally they are very large. I've seen very weird scat or poop out there that did not look like any animal poop that I know of. I've found pieces of hair and everything and like the barbed wire that the cows and stuff are up there too a lot. And so a lot of what I found has been cow fur. But I do actually, I take like, whenever I find a hair or something, I take a little sample and I've never sent them off. They've got a place here in the Washington College in Seattle where you can send like samples of stuff you find out in the woods and they'll test it and everything. So I do actually have like a Bigfoot kind of little box with like envelopes and stuff in it. It's kind of cool. Hear a lot of weird stuff, but see, I'm not familiar with this area either, really. So I don't know, is that something or is that just something that I don't know about yet? Good question. Mark T's saying, hey to Cat and friends. Maddie's saying hi to PA Mark. Y'all are all so cool. Everybody's just in here conversating and saying, hey, Emery Don. Our body has to adjust and adjusting is rough. Right on, Emery Don. That is the best way to say it. Now, that would be a good YouTube short right there, right? That is like what I'm talking about. Is the show fake? Asks Keith. Alaskan bush people, no. For the most part, no, especially as it started in the beginning. Later, as things began to get more involved, things became more produced. Fake, no. There are different levels of reality TV, I found out while in the business. And that's about as far as I want to kind of go into it. But like my family and I and the way we lived and all of this and really growing up in the bush of Alaska and stuff, no, it's all real. We really carried around a generator with us. We really had a box of movies. I mean, obviously, as things started to progress, it like being part of a production, right? There are things that have to be done. Like we all got cell phones, right? And like I don't really want to go into it, but it didn't match the show, right? And then there were other little areas that I'll talk more about one of these days, but I just want to let you know that it was pretty real. It was pretty dang real, at least the characters and the situations, you know? Thank you for your question too, by the way. It was also, I want to add, it was the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. There were also terrible aspects of it that all really sucked. The best part was getting to learn how to do what I do now and learn from really cool people and have amazing adventures with them, making the show for y'all guys and then taking y'all with us out there. When I look into this camera, I remember you from back then. I might not have a name to go with it. I might not have a face to go with it, but I remember you. And you always supported me. You always stood up for me, you know, and appreciated the journey. That wasn't easy to take you on, by the way. It's a lot easier to take, you know, 3 or 4 people through a woods, but you try and take like camera equipment and stuff, it's a fight sometimes. But y'all guys are worth it. And the adventure was worth it, honestly. And like I said, it was an exposure into life that I would have never had any other way. It was hard to get over the loss of it in a lot of ways, I guess, you know? Kind of like some people, if you ever had people in your life like that, you know, we've lost when life changes and turns different. I'm one of those guys, it takes me a while to readjust, honestly. I've about got my footing now, though, so we're good to go. Britta saying hey to Maddie Jack. Hey, dude. Oh, keeping it frosty. Hey, Frosty, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Hey, dude, back at the orchard. Crib, I see. Yeah, I'm hanging out here. I'm out on an adventure. I'm headed up Chapaca in the morning. And it's kind of like, see, life has gotten really good, and it's also really kind of changed. It's been a lot the same for quite a while, which has been really good. Oh, pardon me. Now, though, the adventure is expanding, kind of, right? And I feel that this trip to Chapaca is in some way a cleansing ritual at the same time. It's a way of accepting the old life, the road that I've come through, and then willingly and happily moving down the road again to whatever it may hold. It's going to be great, too, because I'm doing it just like I did when I first got back here. Just like I did it when I found my job here, and just like I did it when I moved on to the orchard. I have a drag sled I'm going to make in the morning. I have a little bit of gear, and I'm going to hike from this cabin here all the way to Chapaca Mountain. I may not make it all the way to the cabin. I am definitely making it to the Legends. We're going to camp at the corral under the stars. We're going to listen to the wolves. We're going to pee on trees. Sorry, you don't have to watch. In fact, I think that would be frowned upon. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then get back, and because of the team, it won't take any month to edit it either and show it to y'all. You know, let you go with us, you know, with me this time. Yeah. Majak saying hey to Lena. Vicky, hey Vicky. Vicky says, hi everyone. I hope you're all good. Helen says, hi Matt. Hi Helen. Terry Van Tassel, cool name, Terry, says good evening, Matt. Good evening to you, Terry. Saikaiha. Oh my goodness, I can't read that. I wish, can I translate this? Does the phone have translate? Hang on. Pin message report, remove, put user. I didn't in time. Are you serious? Hide user and no. Kaika. Hi, my friend. Hi. Zanny says, addiction is such a vicious cycle. Truer words have never been said, my friend. That's a good way to describe it. It is a cycle, you know? So for me, it was a downward spiral. Like if I look at a spiral from the top, it just looks like, it kind of looks like a circle, right? And then if I turn it, I can see how it's going down and down and down, right? Until finally me personally, I hit rock bottom. And yeah, it's hard. It's just hard. There's no easy way to say it, you know? I quit nicotine last month and I feel really weird, says dude. Yeah, you're a better man than I am, my friend. But good job for you if that's what you want to do and everything, you know. Good job. Lots of my friends, they've even given up like caffeine and stuff, and they say they feel good and everything, you know. So I mean, it's what we're happy with in life, I think, is what it's about, you know. So I just want good job for you. I'm sorry that you feel weird. I would say it's probably like any other substance addiction. The longer we've been doing it, the harder it's going to be to get out of it probably and start feeling normal. My friend actually quit here recently, and his problem was he was getting really, really gripey sometimes. And it's about having that self-knowledge, right? He like knew that was what was going on. And so he was able to kind of like correct it. Now, I hope you get feeling better. Water is good. I've heard lots of water helps. We can't drink too much water though, because that's actually bad for us. It initiates something in our liver that's really bad for us if we drink too much water. Lanny saying hi to Vicky. Mark to Maddie T. Flying Brain. The mind is a powerful thing. Right on. Yes, I completely agree with that. Jan Hinkle says, so Matt, how does it feel to be back home? It feels good, actually. It feels like home, honestly. It feels like I just turn on the fire, plug in the TV, though I have absolutely no desire to watch TV right now. Life is too good to, like, I'm just living life right now, right? It's like my TV is just out of my eyes, you know? But it feels like home. It really does. And you know what they say? There's no place like home. Dude says, I don't like it. I understand, dude. I understand, bro. SCW says, Matt, will you go to Cell Phone Rock? I absolutely will. Yes, for sure. Both of them. If I make it all the way to the cabin. I don't have snowshoes, and I know after the Legends there will definitely be snow, so I'm trying to not push it. Cell Phone Rock though is right down by the lake, and we are headed to the lake. We're gonna go check that out. The lake is like our ultimate destination this time around. Maddie Jack says hi to Britta, Vicky, hi to Lana, and Ann. Raquel says, Matt, as you know, I have an eating disorder, and your videos also help me, especially when you say it's necessary to eat breakfast. So thank you. Right on, Raquel. Thank you, my friend, for sharing with me. I know how difficult that can be as well, and it is important to have breakfast, even if it is just a snack. What that does, guys, is it activates the endorphins in our brain and also our metabolism. So if we aren't eating at all, especially if somebody's trying to lose weight or something, we aren't eating at all, our body, our subconscious thinks we aren't eating. We must be starving to death. There must not be any food around. Don't burn anything that we don't have to. That can make it really hard to lose weight. If we take a little snack, like something that like activates our metabolism, like some cheese or maybe some potato chips, you know, something that's not triggering for us to overeat is important, you know, that'll activate our metabolism and actually burn food storage and stuff faster. The reason I always talk about eating breakfast or at least a small snack in the morning is because when our metabolism activates, it releases the proper brain chemicals, endorphins, dopamines, etc., to help us with cognitive thought and creative problem solving. Also, there's something to do with abstract thinking. That out of the box kind of thinking that we do, where that off the wall answer just kind of like comes to us. That's all tied to that breakfast in the morning. And also, I always have to say, and thank you for reminding me, also limiting caffeine on stressful days. I'm not saying not having caffeine, that can give us a headache if we're really used to it. Limiting it though in a stressful day is a really good idea for me, because it's weird. My body has the wrong instincts, guys. I mean, like, it's taken me years to figure out I have the wrong instincts. So like, if I'm ratcheted about something, I'm like moving back and forth and I'm all worried and stuff. Now I'm making coffee, I'm slamming coffee, right? I'm making another one, everything. I just get more ratcheted. My body, my mind tells me the wrong thing to do. So what I always have to do is catch myself. If I put it in my brain, I put that red flag in there, I can catch myself, and that makes it better, you know? This has been a really cool conversation. I can't believe we've been on here for 41 minutes already. Oh, my throat is bugging me a little bit. I thought yesterday I was getting sick. I don't think I am, though. So yeah, let's do the run around. We've been on here for 41 minutes. There's 137 of us in my living room. Say hello to the living room, guys. Say hello to the kitchen. The video's been liked a whopping 80 times, which is really good for 41 minutes. And oh crud, I don't have temperature or time on my phone. It's probably feels like maybe 11:30. Could be midnight. I don't think so. I think it's closer to 11:30. And the temperature outside, because the door's still open, I can feel it. High 30s, maybe 35, 36, somewhere around there, and that's Fahrenheit, which would be 4 degrees centigrade, 3 degrees centigrade, I think, if my math thing's working tonight. I think I'm going to scroll through, make sure there's no burning desires, nobody trying to get a hold of me. I said Jan and Kat are both dancing already. Stop it, ladies. You're going to make me pop out the Bluetooth speaker and start rocking out with y'all. Hoorah, hoorah. Val, will you be fishing for dinner out there? No, Val, I wish I could. I don't have my fishing permit. It's exactly what I was wishing I could do too. No, I'm only going to be able to take the food I have here at the house with me, it looks like this time. Unless I want to, eat a mouse or something. So there's not much game out there right now. Y'all guys know, though, I would not be above eating a mouse in a survival situation. However, I wouldn't be above. Never mind. Won't say it. Not on live TV. Brain talking to Jackie. Jeanette. Y'all are all cool. I love the friendships here, guys. All right, Teresa Davila. Hey, Teresa. Trust is something that is earned, and once it's broken, it's hard for any addiction or abuse situation to overcome. That is so true, Teresa. In fact, in Betty Ford, there was an entire program built around, they called it the family program. It was built around attempting to repair the damage that we've done with our families and with our close friends or with jobs that we have to work, right? Because yes, once those trusts and stuff are broken, and not only broken, but broken so many times, it can be very difficult, if not at times impossible to fix. That's where the changing people, places, and things helps a lot. There are ways to do it. There is nothing that is impossible given enough time. Time helps a lot. The family program was devoted to things like communication, mainly reteaching us how to talk to people, basically, that we've let down a lot of times. Like, you'll hardly ever hear me say, I'm sorry. I might say I'm sorry for a condolence for somebody's passing or something. But when it comes to like if I haven't done something I was supposed to do or something like that, I don't say I'm sorry. I say I apologize. And the reason for that is that the people in our lives, like after we get out of treatment and we go back to like our families or something, they've heard us say I'm sorry so many times that it doesn't count anymore. In fact, it's more triggering and means to them that means things like one of my best counselors said, I don't care about you, right? I'm just going to do it again. I'm not sorry. So when we get back, they teach us to instead say, I apologize. It means that we're sorry and everything. But however, they haven't heard it as much from us. So it's a change and it's new, as long as we don't mess that up too, right? But that's natural too, guys. It's hard. It's just hard, you know? And it's as hard on our loved ones as it is on us. We need to understand. I feel that it's important to understand that too, you know? All right, I think this has been an excellent conversation, guys. I have got to hit the restroom, close the door, start a fire, get some food. I might do a live video tomorrow before I leave if there's time. If not, the next time you hear from me will be within a few days. So don't be expecting me to get a hold of you when I get to the Legends. He might not be there. The Wi-Fi might not be on. I don't want y'all worrying about me. I'll be back in a few days. I do have backup plans in place. I'm going to stop by, see a couple of my friends, let them know where I'm going, what I'm doing. And yeah, we're going to have a heck of an adventure. That is the one thing about it. Last thing I'll share with you. The weird thing about these adventures is that later, y'all guys know I made it. You know that whatever happened, you know, I made it, right? Me, when I start these adventures and stuff and during them, it's a completely different feel. It's really just throwing ourselves out there, right? There's a quote that I paraphrase sometimes that I like. It's about if we do anything that's really difficult long enough that we get really good at it, we're going to really want to do it. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing, but I think about that sometimes. That's why I like having the skills I do. That's why I like sharing them with y'all guys. You know, we never know. Might be an asteroid, zombie apocalypse. This stuff might come in handy someday. So I try and only show you the stuff I know that works. I know it's not what a lot of the other guys say, or ladies, right? That I know it works because I've done it. Never give up, never surrender, because you are special. I care about you, and you deserve good things. Hoorah, guys. How do I turn this off? Is it this button maybe?